Man, what's going on with you guys, man? Welcome to the channel, man. Hopefully everything is going good with you guys. And you know what we're gonna be discussing today is why you gotta always keep that foot on the gas. So, one thing that we must all understand is that, there's a lot of things going on in this world, right? There's a million channels, right? You got Netflix, you got Hulu, HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus. With dating, you got all these places you can go to now. You got Instagram, you got dating apps. And the point of me saying that is that there's so many things that can keep your attention, right? And the whole purpose of me saying that is you got to be so good that people don't ignore you. And the only way to get that done is by always keeping your foot on the gas. Consistency. That's really one of the only things people respect. It's consistency, keeping your foot on the gas, being so good that people don't ignore you. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if you're like a music artist, you got to always keep your foot on the gas, because the second you take your foot off the gas, that next person, they're going to keep going harder. And I think a lot of times that we need to hear this. I even need to hear this myself. So I've been locked into watching the NBA playoffs the last, month or so. And, we all been watching Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? He from the A. Shout out to the Ant-Man. And I saw a clip of him saying to like his teammates, like, yo, keep your foot on the gas. And the reason why I wanted to bring that up is because a lot of times we get comfortable. So whether that's comfortable within a relationship, or you get comfortable with your lifestyle, or you get comfortable with where you work at, you get comfortable, like Minnesota was up 2-0 and got comfortable. And a lot of times we take our foot off the gas and we let up. And that's how you get passed by. Because a lot of times you have this false sense of you made it. But remember, nothing is over until the fat lady sings. Nothing is over until the fat lady sings. That's why you got to always consistently keep your foot on the gas. Don't ever let off, because people are try to make it seem like, hey, oh, it's okay. It's okay. You can take it off a little bit. People will make you feel like you can chill. You know what I'm saying? But we got one life. So there's no need to chill. We can chill when we're on the other side. But right now we got to get it. We got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it costs to be out here in this world now. Nothing out here is cheap. So you got to always keep your foot on the gas for whatever you want. Because if not, that next person is going to pass you up. And they're going to be younger. I was having a conversation like a week ago with my leasing agent. And I was in the leasing office and I was having a conversation with her. And she's young. She's like 22. And she was saying how she feel like she's at a point where she wants to do something more, but she don't know what it is. So we started to have a conversation about like how, you can't get comfortable, because a lot of times people get comfortable within their jobs and don't spread their wings, because it's like this, you feel safe. You know the routine, you know what to do, and there's comfortability within that, but you almost have to be uncomfortable. So that's what we was kind of talking about, how, you just want to do more because you want to reach your maximum potential. And there's no way that we can be reaching our maximum potential if we stay comfortable. You got to be uncomfortable. You got to do things that may scare you. I remember there was once upon a time where I was scared to go out by myself, to go get a drink by myself. You know what I'm saying? So guess what I started to do? Go get a drink by myself. You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you don't want to necessarily do, start doing it. So that way you grow and you can see things from a different perspective. A lot of us get discouraged when it comes to women with dating. We take our foot off the gas. So we get discouraged that this particular woman doesn't want us, which you got to understand. A woman not wanting you may be a variety of things, right? Sometimes it has nothing to do with you. But instead of getting upset, don't take your foot off the gas. Continue to work on yourself, work on your looks, your insecurities, tackle those insecurities, work on your mindset, work on you being more in tune with yourself, work on your dress, your swag, how you look, how you present yourself, how you talk, how you walk. You got to continue to work on those things, your finances. Continue to keep your foot on the gas so that way the women don't ignore you. That way your rejection rate comes down. because the goal is to be so good that they can't ignore you. That's how good you got to be. You got to be so freaking good, so freaking amazing that they don't ignore you. Because unfortunately now we live in a world now where good ain't good enough. Let me say that again. Good ain't good enough. People don't care. The two things, so there's three things, right? You either, people only have something to say when you underperform or if you overperform. Nobody cares if you're average or if you're good. So you have to be extraordinary. And what does extraordinary stand for? Extraordinary. You got to either be extraordinary or you either underperform. Because people ain't gonna talk about you if you're good. People only have something to say when you're extraordinary, when you don't take your foot off the gas, when you keep going hard. You know what I'm saying? If you got a YouTube channel, you got to keep posting content. Because hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, right? So you can have a guy right here who's super talented. He already has a big following, but let's say he has a big following from Instagram, right? And he gets on YouTube where he's only posting one video a month, or sometimes one video every other month. But you got this other guy right here who doesn't have a big following, and he's building his stuff out the mud, and he's posting 3 to 4 videos a week every month. You know what I'm saying? So who do you think is going to go further? It's going to be the guy who is consistent. See, people respect consistency because you can put your trust within that. You know what I'm saying? You can put your trust within that consistency. Nobody wants to follow somebody where you don't know if they're going to be consistent or not. They're going to show up today or not show up today. You want somebody who's going to stay true to their self and true to their craft or whatever they're doing. It's tough, man, but you got to always continue to keep that foot on the gas. I remember where I went to college at, it's about almost 3.5 hours from where my hometown is at. And I remember when I used to drive, there's a particular road called I-16 where there's nothing to look at. There's no scenery, no nothing, because you're going through the south part of where I live at. So it's like there's nothing to look at. It's boring. But I had to keep my foot on the gas because eventually I know I'm going to get to my destination. Even though I got to drive through about 2.5 hours of looking at nothing but trees, I'm bored out of my mind. But I got to keep my foot on the gas even though I don't see anything. And that's the mindset we got to have with our lives. Is you got to continue to go harder, continue to stack wins, continue to keep your foot on the gas, because eventually you're going to get to that destination. You know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset that we got to have. So like I say in every video, continue to put yourself first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.